everyone! How you all doing? Hi Rigo! Hi Jerry! Hi Doc! So many of you today! Yay! Thank you for that, Beth! I appreciate it! So, today we're gonna work on the, we're gonna play the second prototype. Hi Val! Hi! Welcome! So, today we're gonna play the second prototype. I did update the first prototype a little bit, but I'm not quite done with it yet to show it. And the third prototype, I might be able to give you guys a sneak peek for the concept document, but I have not made the prototype yet. So today we only have one prototype to work with, but judging from last time where we didn't even finish our game from the prototype and just played for 3 hours straight. Who knows? We might be here for a while. It might be a shorter stream. Who knows? Hi, Alucard. Hi. So, yeah. Let's hop right into it. Alright? So, this is the game. Looks weird. What are we doing? Right? Actually, I forgot a little something. We need some kind of token. Let's take this one. And make it a bit smaller. No, that's not what I wanted. I only need one. But I do need you to be smaller. That's good. Alright. We're gonna need these. Let me explain the game to you. So, what is this game about? This game is about a bioweapon, which is getting cells from the creature it's invading, and that creature is like a galactic threat to Earth. And we have to fight that creature from inside out. But that creature can't fight back. And the more we damage it, the stronger it becomes. The more it fights back. But we also get stronger the more we fight it. As for every 2 layers we breach, means 1, 2. This is the second layer. So once we reach the second layer, we are gonna grow 1 layer. This is gonna make it harder to dodge. But we also get more HP and more shooty. As for direction we're shooting, we shoot forward. So at the beginning, we have one shot, always forward, like this. Once we grow, we have 3 shots. And so forth. And the bigger we grow, the more HP we getting. Now, for the creature, every layer, once we breach the second layer, for every layer after that, it's gonna shoot more at us. It also has more HP with every layer. So, it's gonna get harder and harder to breach the layers. And also, this cell, for example, is protected, so we cannot damage it until both of these are destroyed. So, the previous layer adjacent cells always protect the layer behind. So, to hurt it, to destroy this layer, we need to destroy these two, for example. And so forth. And that's about it. Let me open my document because there's still some things I have here that aren't. So, let's see. Oh yeah. So, at first, it shoots 3 shots. So, let's get started. I need 3d6 and alright, there. We gonna take these 3. Roll. Whee! What do we have? Okay. Actually, now I need to remember. I think it was like this, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. That's how it was. So, the D6 decides from where is the enemy shooting. So, we have 5 cells. Eh? What's happening? Ah. That was weird. We have 5. So, did I see this right? Yeah, 5. So we're taking is this the D10? I think so, yeah. We're taking the D10. And then we have to decide, is it shooting left or is it shooting right? So, let's roll. 0 means 10, right? So, that would be the 5th one. Okay. So, you shoot... here. Then, for the second one... it's a 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have to decide. Odd is... oh god, English. Odd and... what's the other word? I can't forget. I can't believe I forgot that. Odd and... even. I literally forgot the word even. Oh my god. Yep, even. So, odd is in this direction, even is in this direction. So it's odd. So this one is also going here, but going into this direction. Maybe it's better if I do it like this. That way it's clear where shots are going. Kind of. If someone has an idea how to make it more visible, where the shots are going, but I think this is fine. And 3 is this one. So let me roll. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then okay, you're odd again, so 8 odd. Like this. So, now we know, now it's our turn, and we know where the enemy is shooting next turn. We know we have to move. Because he's gonna shoot there. And we cannot move on these 2 tiles because he's going to wreck us otherwise. So, let's move over here. Now we're fine. Then, player turn, player shot. So, we deal currently 1 damage, and we destroy this cell. And then the enemy shots are happening. course, we're not getting hit this time. Actually, that's a good idea. Thank you, Ready Go. I'm going to do that. It's very easy to rotate stuff. No, the triangle doesn't work because... it's rotated wrong. Let's see. What do we have? No, this doesn't work. Nice. I love your new image too. It's cool. It's a little bit big. And I can't make it smaller. This is bad. Daru is amazing, that's true. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Actually... rectangle works as well. I say this works as well. As for how easy it is to rotate, this easy. Alright. But yeah, that was the first turn. So, it goes again for... we take these 3 dice. Roll, 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 and we're on roll today. 1. So, 1. Where's it? There's a D10. It's this one, which can only shoot in one direction. So, let me just clone you. This is good. This is a clear indicator where it's shooting and where it's shooting from. Then the second one is 3. But which tile? Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Cole! Hi! Welcome back! How you been? New game today! One odd, so 1 to 3 odd. Still sick, but I finished the majority of my finals. Congrats! Hope you get better soon. And 5, 4, 5. Hi, Wide Eye! Drop by to say hi, but today I will have to eat early because I have to wake up early to region planning. Ooh! Good luck! Good luck! 1, 2. So that's the first one. Alright. So, yeah. They definitely don't want me to move in that direction. And neither do I. So, let me see. I'll move over here so I can shoot this cell. You always been cute, Wide Eye. Today we're working on Mutagen. It's a game where you play a bioweapon inside a giant creature, and you have to attack it. Thank you for that, Pat. Congrats! Yeah. Turn order is player shot, so we're shooting this one. Then the enemy shoots. But yeah, we're dodging it. Early on, this is gonna be very easy. But what do you mean, where are the odds? Take care! See you! I say pretty high. You are cute. So, yeah. Anyway, next one. Oof. 6, 6, and 1. So, 1 is this one, 6 and 6. I am gonna try to play fast. But also kind of... let's see. 2. So... you get over here, you little... this is stretch 1. They are starting to corner us. And then 6. So... that might gonna be ugly. Anyway. Six. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even or odd? Even. So it's up. This one doesn't affect us too much. Da, 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 da. And what about the other one? Four. So it's this one. And it's even. So it's up. This one affects us a little bit. So now we can either stand still. We would be fine standing still. And we could just turn. But I say we should go for a layer. And since we've already been shooting downwards, so I rolled a d6. 1 is here, 2 is here, 3 is here, 4 is here, 5 is here, 6 is here. Then I roll a d10, which basically is the cells divided by 2 for this one. For this, here it's gonna be a d6 to determine. Then it's d6 and odd or even. So why are you flipped? Chats buzzing with game dev ideas and personal shoutouts. Ready go pondering about project design while Lucine celebrates a new image and Daru's awesomeness. The cell was raising the white flag in surrender. There is no surrendering to illness. It's only getting rid of me one way, and that is fighting. But yeah, wait. So, I'm going to move over here and gonna shoot this one. I could just delete them, but I think this is nicer to just put it over there. So now we have basically two layer 2 cells that we can attack, but remember, these have 2 HP. So they are gonna be a little bit harder to defeat. But also, once we breach them, we going to grow. So it might be worth going for it already, but it would also mean we have less room to dodge, which is the reason basically why it's good to make some space first. Because it's going to be significantly harder to dodge when we are a lot bigger. No, the main goal is to destroy the last layer. Like, to breach the last layer. So, you can either try to just burrow your way through, but that will mean you get a very big with not much room to dodge. Or you can go for more space, which is slower growth, but safer. Anyway. Yep. It is time to roll the dice again. As we determine where are they shooting next. 3, 2, 2. Apparently. Normally these dice would not count. If we would play on a real tabletop, these dice would not count. Or how do you guys play when you play on your home room? Like when you play games with dice and the dice kind of lands on an edge. Do you count it or do you roll again? You personally reroll? That is fair. But yeah, we have 2, 2, and a 3. So, let's see. One, 2, 3. No. This one is. This one doesn't count. That is true. That is true. So I've not had to worry about dice in a long time. Well, I'm a D&D player, so I had a little bit more to do with dice. But 1, so odd. 2, odd. 6. Sure. Odd. There. for the next one. 7. So that's this one. And what direction? Odd or even? Even. So you're whiffing your shot there. If it's a D20 though, I don't mind playing on the edge, cause most part is that it kept rolling for a bit after. That's true. That's true. The D20 is very round, and if you roll with a D100, then it's basically a ball. By the way, ready go. I'm curious. What's your favorite dice item in Isaac? Seven. So here in this case, I'm going to go like this and say, yeah, only one way you can shoot. I don't think I like being cornered, so I'm gonna do this and turn around. And gonna kill this cell. And, yep, nothing. Oh. I had to be careful here. I was lucky. I spent a pretty long time to, I actually want to show this. I placed snap points all on these tiles here. Probably spin down, but if we're talking about real dice, only then I have. No, I meant. Wait, what does the spin down dice do again? I actually don't remember what the spin down dice does. But the D6 is nice. But yeah. Let me see. There. Oh! Yeah, that's useful. I'm gonna roll this again because I accidentally pressed the wrong button. So we have 4, 4, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ten. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Wasn't it oil? Hey. No, this one was of this way. Eh? Wait. Did I hit the cells wrong? Wait, I think I did. Yeah. I actually gotta correct this. Get out of here. Wait, this one is... Wait. No, I didn't have it wrong. Hi, Elias! How are you doing? I'm confused. I feel like there's a mistake here. No, there isn't. These were... Yeah, these are the cells. 1... I'm doing great! So, 10. 1, 2, 5. This one. Yeah, this is one. This one's layer 2. Yeah. So, with a 10, this is going like this. What do you plan? What are you up to today? Let's see. Another 4. One, 2, so... Right. We have not destroyed any. Nothing much. About to play some Overwatch again. I'm gonna see if I can drag Galias into it too. Have fun! And 6. So, here. So, this one is an interesting shot because we're not allowed to move here or here. So this one could be the first dangerous shot. Where actually it comes into play with the different angles. Oh, that one's terrible. 10. So... So all of these shots are barely missing us. So we have to think about where we move. Where can we move? I think this is the only one that we can move to. Which works fine for me, but yeah. This, like, if this would go on like this could actually be bad because it could corner us. My question now is, what is happening here? We are playing a paper prototype of a game of my own design. Where basically you are a bioweapon in a body of a creature, and you have to destroy it from inside out, and it fights back. So we shoot it, destroy it, we grow, and the more we destroy it, the more it starts fighting back. But yeah, we destroyed the cell. And I only wanted the blue block. And then it's time to roll the dice again. Yeah, no, not like this. This is okay. 1. So 1, 2. So 1. It's fighting smart right now. It's definitely blocking us off in some directions. Then the others are 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3. 4. Six. 1, 2, 3. Even. So this one doesn't affect us too much. What about the last one? Nine. So Yeah, look at this. It is cornering. It is trying to corner us. Now I could move into the corner, or I could just turn, which is what I think I'll do. Or should I? Like, my goal is to have at least 2 sides destroyed before I start destroying layer 2. This one is layer 2. Wait, this one is layer 2. No, this doesn't make sense. I feel like I made some mistake, but I'm gonna do the risky move and move over here. Just so we can take out this cell. Ooh. Did you see that? The tower started shaking. Yeah. Then it's again time to roll the dice to see where it's shooting from. 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6. Okay, these. I don't think the 2 helps him very much, but the 1. No, the 1 also doesn't help him much. The 1 is a 9, which is here. The 2... It's also a 9, which is here. And then the 6, which is an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. For interesting sake, I'll say he's gonna aim at us. So we have to move. And I say we move over here. Now, actually, here I need to start to get something else because... not games. Objects, components... miscellaneous... let's get the reversey chips. And flip them. Just so it's easier to see. as we're not killing immediately the cell, we only damage it, because the deeper the layer goes, the more HP the cells have. But yeah, the shots are done. One, two, and two. Well, can a two-shot affect us? It can. So, let's see where they actually are. The one. Blocks us off in that direction. What about the twos? It's a 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually just gonna rule it as they would shoot in the direction of the two directions. They shoot in the direction that makes most sense, just to keep it more interesting and a little bit faster. Welcome back. And 4. They definitely don't want us to go back up. But we also don't want to go back up. And instead, we're gonna destroy this cell. Now, what does this mean? First of all, we're no longer just a little itty bitty cell. But we are, in fact, a big boy. It's gonna be a bit of a pain to move it. I just realized. It'll be fine. Second of all, so far, it only shot 3. Now it starts shooting 4 shots at once. Actually, ooh, I actually didn't account for this. Because we grew, we almost got hit. Also, about our HP, now we have 7 HP. Because for every cell we get 1 HP. So yeah. It is again the enemy's turn, and now it's gonna be a lot harder to dodge. Not only because the enemies have more shots, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Now, this is only a paper prototype, so in the game it would kind of happen in real time. And it probably would give you a lot more information. And the shots would also happen in real time. This is just kind of the way I thought of to simulate bullet hell. Or top-down twin-stick shooter. But you're right. But yeah, let's roll. So we have 2 1s. And a 2 and a 4. One. So you're shooting over here. You're blocking us off. Then another 1, so let's roll. It's a 2. Now we did say we make what makes most sense. So that would be this. So we kind of have to move. Kind of have to move like this. And then a 2. $10. So yeah, we're not completely dodging this. Actually, tools, counter. Right now we have 7 HP. And the last one is a 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three. So immediately one, two, three. Now actually I'm gonna make a new rule on the fly here that if a cell gets hit, a player cell gets hit, it does get destroyed. This increases dodgeability. But if your frontal cells get hit, it basically reduces your damage. That's how I'm gonna do it. So you want to defend your front, but also take as little damage as possible. So let's see. Like this one, we're not gonna dodge this one. And how do we take the least damage? It'd be way easier to tell what layer a cell is from if they were colored in with a gradient getting darker. Actually... But I do agree. The thing is, this is just a paper prototype. This is not... Like, this is not the game. So, with paper prototypes, I like to make them quick and dirty. And easy to, like... Easy enough, like, enough effort that we have everything we need, but still not work that isn't ultimately necessary. You get what I mean? I mean, yeah, it would have not taken me that much to, if I had that idea from the start, yeah, and if I had that idea from the start, and I'm gonna remember that for future projects, then I only would have needed to make 6 different ones. But I do appreciate your feedback. I really do. It's really helpful. But yeah, let's get back into the game, okay? Anyway, if we move over here, we're gonna get, I think, the best move is to turn around a little to protect our front. And we're just... Like, what are even our options here? I think, like, this is probably the best option. And then turn around. So we're facing here. No. Are we gonna lose a frontal one no matter what? We are, aren't we? In that case... Might as well do the most of it. So... we shoot this... how would we actually roll this? If I destroy the cell, I say the shot... if the cell the enemy is shooting from gets destroyed, would that cancel out the shot? Probably, yeah, right? Yeah, I think that's fair. So, we destroyed this, and we deal damage to these two. Then the enemy turn is happening, and we lose this one. Damn, this is starting to be complex. I did honestly not expect that. I thought this is going to be the simpler game. One more. Ba 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 ba. I think so too. Not like this. This is better. It also gives us more reason to shoot in other directions that might not be immediately useful. Alright, 3, 1, 2, 3. Where's the... there. 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, yeah, it makes more sense for it to shoot here. I'll make the rule of closest shot, just to save time. I will still decide which cell is shooting, but the direction I make the rule of closest shot. That was 1, 2, 3. Then 4. One, 2, 3. And then 6 twice. Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 7. Yeah. So this one is gonna be nasty. And we might have to deal... We might have to shoot in that direction to save our butt here. That actually gives me an idea. What if in the game we let the points where it actually shoots from glow before shooting? So it basically, we have that warn system we have here, and we could actually put that into the actual game. I'm gonna reroll this because that's the exact same cell. Game, it's the exact same cell. Okay, 9. So yeah. First of all, no, we can dodge this. So I'm going to move over here. Then I'm gonna roll the dice. I mean, I can even still use the even odds, but I don't have to do it every time. And I only do it if that's the question. Like, if that's what you just said would happen. But yeah, I'm gonna try and speed things up. This is where we are. I'm gonna move over here. And move like this. So we destroy this cell. We damage this cell and destroy this cell. And then all shots miss, so... Also, we only have 6 HP. Alright, then it's again enemy turn. Alright. 3. 1, 2, 3. Four. 1, 2. That's the kind of shot that you're not dodging it. We ain't gonna dodge it. There's just no way of dodging this one. That is dead in the center. So we have to deal with this one. Then 4. 1, 2. So actually, in this case, it might almost make more sense to... No, it doesn't make more sense yet. Right? No. No, actually, yeah, it does make sense. Actually, this one doesn't count because we're gonna roll a d6 for this one. Because we have 6 cells. Oh, out in the open. And it says 2. So... 1, 2. We're not destroying that one. That's for sure. And... we're also not... That is tricky because we're not destroying this one and we're not dodging this one. Because we are too much in the corner. So yeah, if you rush it, then you get into this situation where you have no room to dodge. Three. Then 5. So 1, 2. 1, 2. it all? Actually, out for this one. Fuck it. I'm gonna rule it as. I'm gonna rule it as this. Wait, what is it? A 5. That would be 1, 2, 3. So this. Okay, this round is absolutely evil. And then the 6, which are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two. So this one is blocking us off, and the other ones are. Dang. What is the play here? Like, if we're not gonna move. Exactly. Actually, what do you say? What do you say, chat? If the center cell gets destroyed, is that instant death? If our center cell gets destroyed? I think that only would be fair. But yeah, I think what the play here is. Like, we're fucked, yes, as you said. We absolutely are. But there are better or worse decisions we can make. And I think the best decision we can make here is this. They basically all shoot at the same time, but we shoot first. We shoot first, then the enemies shoot. They all shoot at the same time. What I mean is, if the... if the bottom cell shoots first, then it destroys your right cell. And the... Wait. What do you mean? This one's gonna hit this one. This one's gonna hit this one. And we are destroying this one. But I do get what you mean. I say, the rule is going to be clockwise. If such a situation arises, then it's going to be clockwise. Also, losing this cell is probably the only front cell that you can lose, because you can still shoot with your center cell, technically. You are! And I appreciate it. But yeah, we are destroying this little guy here. And this one. And this one. And we lose these two. But dang, these prototype streams are long. I never expected them to be going to be that long. With just one prototype. But they are. We're not even close. And we're already 1.5 hours in. But yeah. Time for the next round. Okay, we have a 1, a 2, and 2 5s. First, the 1. It's a 10. We definitely cannot afford another front hit, because otherwise we actually do lose firepower. Then a 2. Wait. 1, 2, and 2 5s, yeah. Then the 5. Alright, the 5 is, yeah, the other dice. Just so it's easier to tell which one is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's an evil one. Also, we lost 2, so. And then roll again. 4, 1, 2, 3. Wait, hey. Oh, okay. No, 6s would actually be this one then. And 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one is actually the scenario that you asked earlier. Which one do we decide here? Because they're equally good. So, oh no, wait, that's actually the wrong dice. It's, yeah. It's even, so it goes up. So, what is to play here? Can we... Can we move here? And turn. Wait. This messed stuff up. I'm confused. How did we have it? This one was here, right? Yeah. So I want to turn. No, we can't actually shoot this. But we can actually dodge it. So we can't make it with our ass. We can't shoot it, but we can make it with our ass. These are all layer 1 cells, so... Got through that turn, okay. And then it's time for another turn. That's better. 2, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2. We're rolling the D10 because it still has mostly its layer 1 cells. 4, 1, 2. And 6. It's not gonna matter either way. Like, it cannot hit us. Like, neither of them actually can't. And then the 3. The 3 is definitely more dangerous. And has mostly, layer 2, so we're gonna with a 6. And say 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this side is not as gentle. And this time we have a problem. Maybe. And then 6. 6 is... say from here to here, so I'm gonna roll with the d6 here. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. Hidden shot. Just kidding. But yeah, now it's our turn. This is a layer 2 cell, so... Ba-da-da-da-da. This probably goes against your vision. for this game, but it'd be interesting if the player could move cells around their center freely. The thing is, the real game won't be turn-based. But technically, nice idea. But yeah. Let's see. If I move over here, move over here, and like this. That is not what I was trying. This is, you are supposed to go there. So, we're dodging. And we're destroying the 3 of those. And the enemy is not hitting. We've been focusing so much on dodging. We have not been we've not been actively trying to deal damage. We've just been kind of trying to survive. First phase was so easy. No problem. And then, holy fuck. We have not had it easy. But yeah, enemy turn. Like, we have not even touched the 3rd layer. Okay. I'm probably gonna go for half an hour longer. I mean, the playtest here gives us a good idea how the game is gonna feel. And how it could feel to play. Which is the main target of phase 1. Just knowing how does the game feel? Would it be fun? And I do think this game does have potential too. Not as, like, the first prototype, I say, was so fun. This one is fun, but not as much. But still good. It could still be amazing, and who knows? Maybe with the actual virtual prototype, this one would be amazing. Which, honestly, I feel like this one will be a lot more fun when we're actually playing it as an actual prototype. As a virtual prototype. But yeah, 1. So here we're still gonna move the D10. 1. So you're shooting over here, and 2 is pretty much does have 6, so 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 3. One of my original ideas was actually that basically 1 shot per side could happen and then 2 shots per side and stuff. But yeah, I think this is gonna be our last turn. After that, I'm gonna show you guys I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the concept for next week. I hope I should get it done next week. But yeah, we're gonna end this turn. We're gonna complete this turn still. So 1, 2, 3. Now I guess just gonna do that, and then 6. One, 2, 3, 4. All right. I want to move over here. I'm gonna offer my butt to it here. Actually, no. If I do that... No, I mean, that would be my first decision yet, so I'm gonna go with that, so... And we're about to end anyway, but... So, we're destroying this one. And we're damaging this one. No, actually, we're not damaging this one because this one is protected. but we're damaging this one. And then I made a mistake, so we're losing these two. So yeah. That is kind of our final score now. Or what do you say, Chad? Should we basically kind of just speed it up and say we removed layer 2 and basically just swap onto phase 3 kind of? What do you say, Chad? Do you want to see what I'm working on for next week? Or do you wanna, should I just fast skip, to phase 3? I mean, not much is going to change here yet. So, I don't think it would be very interesting. It would be pretty slow, probably. So, what do you say, Chad? What do you want? Can you make a vote? Ready, go? Oh, you don't mind? You actually... Are you guys actually enjoying me playing this? Is this a good game? I was afraid that, like, is this too boring? Thank you for the poll. Well, while we wait, I guess I can keep playing while we wait for the poll to decide. Three, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Bam, bam, bam. Then 2 of the 4. Six. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then another 4. One, 1, 2. So and then a 6. I guess it's up to me to decide. I guess in this case I just gonna move back. Destroying the cell here. And actually dealing the first damage to a layer 3 cell. You know what I'm gonna do? Since this is gonna take a long time. This will take a long time, so what I'm going to do is alright. Now we basically have to save. Like, we have Mutagen, we have the Mutagen stream save. And we have the Final City Evolution, which I'm still working on. Because I am planning some updates on that one. But yeah. So, for the third concept, there is no prototype yet. So, all I'm going to do this time is, I'm going to show you guys my concept, and I'm basically gonna explain to you guys how I go about things when I make games. But that is not what I wanted. Where is it? Where is it? heck? So, Alright. So, basically, how do I go about things when I make games? First, I basically think of a premise. In the next one, it's gonna be about superheroes, and it's going to be a card game. So then I decide that I must think about who is the player and who are the adversaries. What is the adversary? What is the obstacle? I can show you this also with Mutagen in a bit, my document for that. But yeah. Then I need to think, how do you win this game? What is a win in this game? And what is a loss? Some games, it's just your HP reach 0. In other games, like last week's game, we had the loose condition of if all the civilians die, on top of the fact that you could actually die. So there's that thing. Then I need to think about what is the boundary of the game? Is it an open world game where you have an entire world to explore? Or do you only have levels? Or is it in a city? That's the kind of thing that I have to think about. Like, what's the location? What's the boundaries? Where can the player go? And then I need to think about the game loop. So here, for example, level start, player turn, villain turn, like player turn, enemy turn, and so forth. And that would basically be the game loop. Player actions, and then the enemy actions. And after that, it's basically just game-specific things, which I am not done here. I need to actually think about what the cards have, and then I have to think of some cards for the prototype. And of some levels. But yeah, that is basically my document. Thank you for the hydrate. That is basically my document for the third game. Are you looking forward to it? What do you guys think? Usually, when I go on about this, I often give myself, I look up a prompt. Like, I use prompt generators that basically say, Yeah, that one is a superhero game. Basically, the premise is you're a guy who obtains superpowers, and in the process, a rift opened, and basically, you have to close it now. Or else your world is going to shit. And so you have gonna have to deal with a lot of environmental stuff that is coming from other worlds and is messing up the surroundings. Like maybe the gravity is messing up, or the city gets flooded. And then you have to deal with villains from other dimensions. Average Monday. But yeah, usually I use a prompt generator, and then I'm just skipping through until I see a prompt that gives me an idea. Like for example, genres, stealth and strategy, and god game, or strategy and god game, and the prompt is you're not seen, and that's how I came up with the last week's game. So I just use prompts to just give me a little spark of inspiration, and I go from there. And usually I work on the concepts on my free days when I'm not streaming, or before stream, and then end up making the prototypes. Now for next week's prototype, it's gonna take a lot of preparation. I need to do a lot of assets for it, but I think I should be able to do it. Who needs some prompt generators when I can just skip my ADHD events and have 700 thoughts a minute? True, but how many of these thoughts are productive, really? How many of these thoughts would actually be a game idea? Like, I have a shit ton of thoughts. All the time. There's a lot of going on in this brain. But actual game ideas? I still have a lot. Even the ones that I haven't made into a prototype and show you guys, I have like 3 or 5 ideas for games that I could make and that I want to make. So eventually I'm gonna show you guys these too. But yeah, stretchies. Yeah. We should start finishing up. I am getting tired. I am glad you liked them. I enjoyed them too. So yeah, let's see who we raid. it's loading, it's loading. Who is online? Thank you for the hat, Pat. Let's visit one of my friends. Cogni. Let's go say hi to her. She is currently doing a collab of Unravel 2. Anyway, glad for everyone who've been here. It's been lovely. And I had a lot of fun too. And see you next week.